Hi, this is me signing on from Marmaduke Hill from my home, giving you a weekly check-in to see if you guys are okay, if you need anything, to give you some updates on some things that are coming up, some decisions that were made by the administration, also to tell you a little bit about your final exam, things like that, grades and otherwise. Um, we're doing great here. As far as that's concerned, we've been in isolation for 7 weeks now. I don't even know. I'm losing count. And I do mean absolute isolation. We have ordered all of our stuff online and they've brought it to our house, or we've gone for a Walmart pickup and they drop it in the trunk and we don't open it till we get home and we decontaminate everything. So, a lot of interesting life lessons that we're learning here. Um, I hope that all of you are staying well. I know that there are some of you who are considered essential and that you're out there every day and that you don't have the same privileges to staying at home. I want you to know that I'm thinking about you, okay? And I'm concerned about you and I want you to be safe. Please use every precaution that you can. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family above all else. As far as this course is concerned, if you are one of those who, and I'd heard from several in the past week that they'd had Canvas access issues, or maybe you're one of those where you have your 3 kids at home and we need to allot time. Everybody has to work on the same computer, or you don't have a laptop and you're having trouble accessing your stuff online. If that's the case, please let me know. Okay, send me an email. If you can get into your email, you can send it from your personal account to my cmarmaduke@nctc.edu, if nothing else. Or you have my cell phone number that I gave to you in one of the beginning emails when all of this happened, so that you can actually contact me. You can send me a text. Please be mindful to do it during office hours or reasonable hours. If you send it to me at 11 o'clock at night, I'm not going to hear it nor respond to it until the next day office hours, okay? So if you're, concerned and you're panicked about the current crisis in the situation, I care about you, okay? So I want to try and make this as easy for you as I can for you to complete this course, okay? If you need to get a hold of me, please do. All right. Now, there are some things that I need to tell you about that were discussed in Executive Council yesterday. Some decisions especially affecting the Graham campuses. I'm not sure why. All I am is the messenger. Okay, so the administration has seen it necessary for us to kill all of the current classes on the Graham campus for history, with the exception of one, actually 2 classes that I will be teaching, 2 8-week classes. The classes that were affected are that split class that we had at 10 o'clock. If you're one of those in the 10 o'clock slots, that class no longer exists. If you were one of those in the 12 o'clock slot, it no longer exists. As well, there's still a class that will be open to you in the 8 weeks courses via Tandberg, and those will be tethered together in the fall semester. It is 1301 for the first 8 week, and I believe it's 1302 for the second 8 weeks. So if you haven't had either one of those classes, then in the fall, if that's when you intend to pick this up, those are going to be your options on Monday, Wednesday night from 6 to 8 o'clock. Okay, so as far as the Bowie campus is concerned, I don't think there have been any changes, with the exception of that addition of that class on Monday, Wednesday nights from 6 to 8 o'clock that you could take at that time. It's still not decided whether or not those classes will be moved completely online. As the administration sees it right now, the offices will be open again in August. That means that every course that you have in the summer is going to be completely online. That being said, I am teaching a 1301 class the entire summer. I'm teaching Summer 1, Summer 2, and Summer 3 all online if you're one of those who needs one of those courses. Summer 1 and Summer 3, the registration is right now, so be sure if you need that class and you want to take that class. We need people to fill those classes. We're down about 600 students because they can't walk in the door. and register for classes. You can register for those classes online. You can still call the admissions office. You can still talk to counselors who can sign you up for this. It's on the website, so please take advantage of that. I am as well teaching summer 2 for History 1301. So if you're one of my students for History 1302 this semester and you didn't pick up History 1301 last semester, we're going to do this completely online. And it'll be fun this summer. We'll do that. That'll be available for you. Within the summer courses and within the 8-week courses, those courses are shortened, they're condensed, they fit just what you need in order to pass the course that meets all of the curriculum requirements and qualifications for that. So you're not getting all of the assignments throughout the course of the semester, but they are all shoved together into one. Like I said, I'm mindful that we have 8 weeks to do this in. I taught my first 8-week course in last December and enjoyed it a lot. Really enjoyed it. So I am hoping that you sign up for those courses. It's a great way to get history out of the way in 2 months and then you're done. As well as summer courses. I mean, those are a little bit longer, but they're basically they're basically 1 month to 6 weeks courses at 5-week courses at a time. So you're still knocking it out of the way in a short amount of time. Okay, so that's what's coming to you. Just if you were one of those who had already signed up for a course in the fall, make sure that you talk to your advisor or your counselor. They are telling us to send students to your counselor. If you're in Graham, you need to talk to Charisse Bewley and let her try and help you figure out what you need to do next, especially if you want to take my course in the summer and then sign up for those courses. If you're on the Bowie campus, we have 2 full-time or part-time advisors that are there. You can certainly call either one of them. Okay, so the numbers are on the website itself. All right, now I want to thank one of you, actually, only one of you showed up for the conferences that I had this week starting on Monday at your regularly scheduled class time in order to answer questions, just sort of check in, see if you're okay. I appreciate so much that student. She knows exactly who she is. She got her extra credit points for just popping in. And the response that she gave me was, you know, I try to pop into everything just in case I might miss something. And I was very grateful that she did. So of all the students I had, none of you showed up except the one. Granted, it wasn't mandatory, and I'm mindful of that, but I do appreciate if I set up the time to meet with you, then you show up. We are looking at final exams coming up. I'm in the process of grading all of your discussion boards. I want to give you a note, something that I've noticed within the discussion boards within some of your classes. If you were one of those who just responded with, "Oh, great job," or "I really like how you did that," on the discussion post when you had to respond to 2 of your classmates, that was not a satisfactory answer. I tried to mention to you in the last video that I did that the reason that I wanted you to respond to 2 of your classmates was to converse with them over what was going on, the critical thinking skills. I didn't need you to sit there and critique their work. I'm the one who's going to critique it. That's not your job. So if in the future you have discussion boards with me or with anyone else, okay, especially if you go into university, you are going to really want to pay attention to when you are responding to someone in your class. It is that critical thinking element that we're looking for. You can be complimentary and say, "I really liked how you responded to this because this is the case within this, and what if this leads to this?" Okay, so that helps. That is actual discussion. Okay, so if you are missing points on your discussion board, if you were one of those who said, "Oh, great job, I really liked what you said in this," I didn't give you any points for those responses. As well, if you weren't exact on your answers, weren't hitting all of the elements, then you were missing some points there too. Okay. As far as the final exam is concerned, within a few weeks, the final exam will be here. It will be fully online. It will be in Canvas. I will probably put it in McGraw-Hill, and it's going to be comprehensive. I will be putting out a final exam review within the next week, is what I'm aiming for in between grading the assignments. If you were a student who has maintained an A average, that means that you've turned in all of your assignments. And if all of your assignments to that date average a 90 or above, then you are exempt from the final exam. Good job. You're pretty much done with the class once you finish those assignments. If you're one of those students who is below a 90, then you will be taking the final exam. It will consist of multiple choice questions, probably some defining of terms. And when I say that, if I give you a term, you need to list the who, what, when, where, why, and how about all of the elements of that particular term. If I give you a question like George Washington, which your second half history, so if I say Abe Lincoln, who was he? What did he do? When did he do it? Why was he important? How was he important? Do you see how I want complete answers for those defining of terms? And as well, you will have an essay. Okay, so a typical exam. As far as how many questions there are, I can't tell you that yet. I'm not sure. I haven't created the exam yet. But I will be letting you know before too long. Okay, so that's where we are right now as far as assignments are concerned. At least, like I said before, at least you were one of the lucky ones. All of my assignments were online already, so it wasn't like you were with one of the instructors who didn't put anything on Canvas at all and they were struggling to put that up there. So at least you got that going for you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me and email me. I know I've received emails from a great number of you, and I love hearing from you, and I like the feedback from you. And so please keep those coming. I'm glad to answer those questions. So in closing, I want to say it's been fun working with you. Oh, I need to say this to you. If you, I know a lot of students through the years have sent Facebook requests to me. The administration has a rule that if you are currently my student, I cannot accept a Facebook friend request from you. Now, as soon as you are no longer my student, please feel free to send me a friend request. I do not mind whatsoever. I love keeping up with students. My page is full of former students and what they're doing, and you know, I get to watch you and see all the things that you're doing, so I love that aspect. But if you're still currently a student, I cannot accept those requests from you at this time, but I certainly will be able to after you're no longer my student. That being said, enrollment in the summer is down. We're down by about 600 students. So if you know anyone who needs History 1301 or needs any courses whatsoever, now is the time to take them in the summer. A good summer online course. No contact, no worries there. If that's something that you're interested in, please go and do that. Okay? All right. So bottom line, please stay safe. Okay? I care about you. I want to make sure that you're okay. I want to do everything I can to get you through this course with the least amount of trouble. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself, you're staying well, you're taking care of your family. And I want to tell you, we're going to get through this. We're going to be okay. It may not feel okay right now, and I understand that, but it's going to be okay. I know that the human spirit, throughout history, we have proven ourselves to be quite worthy of rising up above challenges, any challenges that there are, and we can do this, and we will do this. So you take care of yourself. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. I'm signing off from Marmaduke Hill. Until next time.